Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020 All-Rounder episode number 8. 1st of May, we're into that contract period. And it looks like Elkov likes us, Arapaho wants us back. I think I was looking last month at Rally UHC. It is Continental Pro. But for me, that's almost a good thing if I were to go to Continental Pro now, as right now I'm too strong of a rider for the team that I'm on, while not actually being a strong rider in any way. I just have attributes that are slightly better than my teammates, but really I'm not in a position, right? A flat rating Baradur and downhill aren't enough to actually accomplish anything. A little punch, little sprint, little cobble rating just doesn't amount to actually getting any sort of results. But I'm in a team where they don't want me to play the role of domestique. I kind of want that, right? If I were just pure domestique, I wouldn't pick up a lot of points, but at least I'd be picking up some. You watched the last episode. We went through a whole race, placed 16th overall. Nobody wanted to let me go on a break. And then in the end, I ended up with literally 0 points for the race. So we didn't develop at all because the team had moderate, although realistic expectations. And we got a moderate result, which was a realistic result to where we're at. And it didn't amount to anything. So if I was just working for somebody else on the team, I could at least gather some points. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to go up to Continental Pro. I have enough of a flat rating to kind of hang in the peloton and use myself up as a domestique and be an afterthought to most of the field, where I can be sent to the breakaway more often and at least do something useful. So we're at the Himmerland Rund. We had a larger breakaway that was hard to chase down, and so the pace and the peloton was very hot, to the point where today, a couple good things. One, I actually have full team leadership. I am classified as puncher, and they want me to finish in the top 50. Yes, that's their expectation, top 50. So, beautiful setup for me for the day. But as you can see, the pace is so hot that the peloton is down to 23 riders, so I already got the top 50 taken care of, no problem. In fact, I've already clinched top 25 with 15k to go. But my entire team has low flat ratings and struggled with the pace, burnt out their energy. You can see that even for me with a 73 flat rating, it's taken its toll on me, and I'm half exhausted with 12k to go. I think the pace is starting to lift a little bit though, but it's still opening the gap behind us as the damage was certainly done. So with 10k to go, this is it. 23 riders heading for the end. I have no lead out, so that sucks, but I'm a capable enough sprinter that I should be able to beat half of these guys, which means I'm heading for a likely top 10. Oh, it's coming back together, though. 57 riders here with 8k. There's just no pace left in the group. This is almost a time to attack and go for a breakaway victory. I don't think it's going to work, but maybe we're going to gently pull to the front here and see if we can't get... I bet you they would accelerate. Can they accelerate? Group of 3, no, back together instantly. 2 of us. Okay, so 2 of us. Can we work together to pull a little bit of a gap with 3.5k to go? Let's use that gel. It's back together. I still have that prime position though. 2.8k to go. And we do have a little separation here. 2k to go. 13 seconds. Yeah, we're pulling away. We're pulling away. We're going to get a top 2. We're going to get a top 2. Final kilometer. Okay, maybe not a top 2, but we are definitely up there competing. Can we get a top 3 in the race anyway? The other breakaway rider does hang on. Third. Yes! 3rd place. Okay. Excellent result. excellent. So the little breakaway actually did pay off. Going early worked for us. There was just enough damage done to the field that most of the riders were right at the end. Third place. Beautiful start to this episode. And the team was expecting top 50, so this should come with a pretty hefty amount of points. And it's classic, it's not a stage, so that's already final result. That should add to that bonus a little bit. Third, exceptional, 69 points. There you go. Manager satisfaction jumps well back from where it had started to dip. We're just 9 points away from our next level now. We've got another one-day classic coming up with an almost identical setup to the one we just had. Let's see if we get the same expectations from the management, which would make me happy. So final 18 kilometers on this one, and I'm having real issues with little breaks in the peloton over and over again. So I've been trying for 10-15 kilometers to bring my team forward to set them up for a sprint train, and now all of a sudden we have just 37 riders left in the peloton, and this looks like it's actually going to be it. I mean, the gap behind us is quite large, and there's only 3 riders, and then it's over a minute to the main group where all my teammates are. So Holek and Beard, the only ones who actually made it up here and made contact now for a few more kilometers anyway. I've got the flat rating, so I will use myself up a little bit to save Holek and Beard so that I can actually get at least a somewhat proper lead out. And with just 37 riders here, most teams won't have that, but you can definitely see there's a few teams here. Actually, there's a good 4 or 5 teams that are loaded. So maybe we're fighting for that top 5 placing among those other guys. Probably not going to be able to beat them out if their sprinters are here. But, you know, at least we could be fighting for 5th. That could be a good result. By the way, expectation, same as the last stage. Exactly what I was hoping for. It is a top 50 puncher roll. So full team support and top 50 is ideal. Alright, now Holek and Beard. Holek is definitely the faster of the two, though not exactly on the best race day condition, nor am I with that -1. Beard looking a little stronger, but not a sprinter, and really bad stamina to start with. So we're going to start pushing Beard hard. He's the one in the last position right now. There's my 6K, so get ourselves moving. Holek, don't waste too much energy bridging that tiny gap. There you go. Okay, we're good. 4K. I'm still good. 3.5K. I'm in a strong position here. And, oh, come on. 3K to go. Boy, Holek's energy went. Apparently I needed to set Beard to a 97, not a 99, but that's okay. Get me in a stronger position. 1K to go. 1.5K to go, so we're going to have to come out a little early and then sprint. Strong position here, not looking like a top 5, but a top 10, definitely. Well better than the top 50. 9th place. I'll take it. So definitely went at the right time. I only had about 20-25 meters of energy left before we were going to drastically slow down. So we got what we could out of it. The only mistake was I should have set Beard to about a 96, 97. But I thought Holek... Beard was the last guy, so Holek should have been able to fall in right behind him. But Holek lost just a little bit of ground there. He lost half a wheel, third of a wheel coming through traffic. So that was just more on him losing that ground through traffic than it was me setting Beard out too hard. I mean, the 99 should have been just fine with the guy coming from third wheel becoming first wheel of our group. He should have just fallen in right behind him. So that wasn't on me. It was just that once I recognized he lost half a wheel, I should have dropped him to a 96, 97. So Holek could have closed him down slightly faster with slightly less energy use. But then, of course, what does that do? That sets Beard back. He's, a half wheel behind where he would have been by slowing down, which means I get less of a lead out either way. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But we get a top 10. They expected a top 50. That's definitely worth some points. There it is. Exceptional. I get to be a neophyte. Hooray! We level up. 51 points. Not as good as the last race, but still excellent, excellent result. I would be very content with the team going, oh yeah, finish top 50 over and over again. And give me team support. I can do that all day long. I can squeeze top 10 after top 10 after top 10 out and pick up a lot of points. Okay, we get access to new race categories, and we level up. Skill point, good stuff. Next level is skill point only though, so that really sucks. Recovery is the lowest. Climber does not come with anything. Let's see if there's anything that does. Recovery is one of those odd ones. Stage races is the only one that does, so that is the only choice available to me right now. Gets me 1 flat point, 3 mountain points. Yay, nice jump there. 1 hill point, time trial, a couple prologue points, Beardoor, stamina, and resistance going up. Happy with all of those. So, where does that put me now as a grouping? Obviously, flat is still my greatest strength. Climbing is going to get a bit more tolerable while still not being good. Time trialing just got balanced and a little better at a 66. Dead even between those. But definitely not as good as I am on the flat. I'm better as a breakaway rider than I am as a time trial rider. Acceleration didn't go anywhere, so at a 64, that's going to become my target soon. Recovery is still number 1. It's the furthest behind, which means I'm probably going to be stuck on stage racing as a choice for a little while, which I don't mind. I mean, that'll give me some valuable attribute points otherwise. Resistance is now the second lowest, but it's picking up a point as well. Again, with that favors a stage racer. Stamina is kind of moved up out of the way. But then the next lowest is acceleration. So the next common attribute is going to be acceleration, which means I will see a requirement for sprint here at some point. And at some point here, we're going to have to go with the potential as well. And we're looking at the current potential. Flat is great, but we've got a lot of, like cobbles needs to come up. Recovery needs to come up. Problem here, look at that. You evolve potential for stage racing, and you're lowering your cobble rating. That sucks. For now, definitely not necessary. I mean, that's a lot of points. So we'll still take progression of attributes. But evolution of potential, I have to get into there at some point. Alright, skill point. Fitness peak, definitely want to take that bonus, as we can do a lot more when we're on a fitness peak than we can off of it, so might as well make it as long as possible. 3 times a year we could be rather effective. Alright, so stage number 1 of a 3-stage, all 3 stages being sprint stages, race. And so I head out into the break, the full team being given Baradur responsibility for this one. The good thing is this first stage, if I can get and stay away, there are 3 sprint points available. I've got another teammate, Holek, who has gone away. And between the two of us, this could actually be really good for that potential GC, especially with only 3 stages, right? If I could collect 9 seconds today, I could finish in the top 5 potentially in the race overall. Right now, riding solo, we're over a minute away from the peloton right now. I need to start setting up, allowing the other 2 to make contact with me. I'm still pulling away gently. I'd actually be happy to keep this gap for a little bit longer because I can claim the first sprint point without the second rider actually ever making contact with me. And then we'll set up. So here we are, across the line, and we've got it. So now we can set up, allow this guy to catch up. We're up to 1:45 over the field. That's 3 seconds already. Holek should make contact soon, except for Holek is totally out of energy. And another rider has now attacked off the front. Granigan was amongst them. No, Holek just got dropped. Granigan did not get away. So it's a different rider that made contact with the late attacker, and Holek half a minute behind. I don't think Holek's going to catch us, but the peloton's still only a minute and a half back. And we just dropped the second rider. The rider who was with me this whole time. How did he get dropped? We weren't even riding hard. He's going after the KOM. Maybe I should. There we go. 6 points. Set back up. Contribute. Minute 40 over the peloton. It's still not assured, and I don't have a lot of energy left, so hopefully we can make it assured here pretty soon. The third rider away is probably the guy we dropped. It is. So that leaves us only 2. Peloton doesn't seem to like when just 2 are away. A lot of riders want to join the group. They know that there's points available. Once you get to 3, it's kind of like, oh, they've got all the points. Well, no reason to fight for it now. 80k to go. It's a short stage. Let's grab water while we have a chance. I am starting to recover. We still aren't going that fast, but we are now over 2 minutes away and 50% of the objective. Next sprint point coming up. 12k to go. We are now a group of 3. 9k to go. Let's take a look. Observe. Yeah, he's got a lot of energy compared to what we have, and the pace has picked up. No Man's Land is still the other guy, so he won't catch us. This is it. And are we starting to drop the other rider I was with again? He seems to be slipping back. He is, so it's a 2-man group. Once again, 3k to go, but I'm the one who's going to be a little fatigued here with 2k, but I think I'm in a stronger position as I get to ride his wheel. He's going to have to lead us through as we head into this one. And 1k to go. Let's sprint now. I want those seconds. We got it. We got it. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. Easy, easy. 6 seconds now. Guaranteed top 3 at the end of the stage. And now 60k to go. Let's get that water. It's the last time we have to get it for the day. Only 2 minutes over the peloton. We could easily be caught before that next one, so I needed this guy back up here. It took him a long time to catch up. Go back to contributing. So into relay. Meanwhile, Charin might catch us, but it looks like he's still going backwards. Peloton might catch us before the sprint point, but I think we'll hang out. It's only 7k. Yeah, we'll make it long enough for that 5k now. Cat 3 looks out of reach, but sprint point isn't, and right now I care more about that as it's 3 sprint stages. If I get 9 seconds right here, I'll be in second place, 1 second behind whoever wins the stage. And that'll give me a good GC position. I mean, that's looking like maybe 4th overall by the end of this race. Oh man, he's faster? No, he's not. He is not faster. There we go. We got it. We got it. Sweet. 9 seconds. Secure. Points classification won't happen. I mean, whoever wins the stages will be well ahead of me, and probably in the subsequent stages continue to claim additional points. Not getting support from this guy right now. We're only 15 seconds ahead. Let's just set up, join the group, make sure we get to the end of the stage in one piece. Don't want to lose time. That 9 seconds is hugely valuable. KOM. I don't know if I should attack this. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Any points, and I've got something here. Oh, there you go. Okay. 12 points. So KOM. And as long as I hang on to the end of this thing, I don't have any team support, so hopefully they don't suddenly accelerate and I get dropped. 11K. Looks like I'll be okay. 10. There's 8. And yes, the energy will hold out. 7. Gel. 5K. 4K. I actually could still compete for this sprint, I think. 3K. Up to the front. No team support, so I've got to go on my own. 2.6. 2.1. Attack. There's a curve coming. Could I get a top 3 today? Could I get a top 1 today? No energy. No energy left. I'm out. I'm done. If I had another 100 meters. Of course Debushare takes the win. And Dan McClay. You got 2 real sprinters here. Dan McClay's not on Ineos anymore. He's on Arkea Samsic. Debushare too. I'm surprised those 2 guys have been dropped by their top teams. Those are 2 pretty decent sprinters. 15th still. So I damn near had a chance at the stage, but coming around that last corner, I think those guys would have overtaken me. Could have maybe had 3rd or 4th if I had that 100 meters worth of energy, but we were down to the very end of things. That right-left really helped us get into a good, strong position, but spending the whole stage away left us with very little in the tank, so it went away quite quickly. But there, as I said, 1 second off the race lead, 2nd place overall. That's going to probably make me a team leader, which means I'm not going to be in any more breaks. Hopefully, Debushare can go on and win the other 3 stages, and we might be able to hang on to a pretty good position, depending on who is what in the top 3 each stage, right? If Debushare and McClay take top 2 each stage, we could end up in, 3rd place. That would be awesome. 9 points. Got the KOM lead, the Young Riders jersey. Excellent result on the breakaway. Excellent result on the, good result on the stage. And 9 points. Nature of the beast. So we're on to stage 3. Stage 2 went exactly as expected and largely how I hoped it would go. Same 2 riders at the top of the standings, McClay, Debushare, they had just swapped places. And now, stage 3, here we are. I'm going to get a lead out from Jones, but here comes an attack, an attempt to get into the break. And I am attacking this sprint point to try to see if I can get a few more seconds. Now, after the effective run, Okay, second across the line. Nice! I got 2 more seconds. That's going to be really helpful because obviously I'm not a pure sprinter. Field's going to come back at me. That's okay. There we go. I picked up 2 seconds. That's awesome. So I'm 5 seconds away. I'm not going to win this race. Don't worry about that. That's not in the cards. W-Share and McClay had that firmly in grasp. Today, they're all at the same time since they reversed order from stage 1. Today, they'll decide who's the winner of this race. Guaranteed one of them, if not both of them, will be in the top 3, as they are clearly stronger than the other sprinters around. But beyond that, I still have a chance at third, especially considering how strong those two are. Now, I actually think I had about 5 seconds. I think I had 5 seconds ahead of anybody else.
Look, the pack has taken its foot off the gas. The team leaders can't be too worried about the breakaway.
5 seconds ahead of anybody else who had already, accumulated some sort of time. So 4th place was more than 5 seconds behind. I just added 2 more seconds to that. So outside of somebody beyond W-Share or McClay winning this race, and I might just hang on to 3rd place overall because I might have, 7 seconds, which means 6-second bonus for finishing second. So as long as one of those two win this stage, unless you get 9 well, no, you won't. No, you could get 9 seconds, right? The guy who went over the line first on that first checkpoint, I was second, so he's still there. He was joined by 2 other riders. As long as it's not the same guy on both of the first 2. Let's check on that. Let's see. Periolet? Not Periolet. Okay. Abrija had been in the break previously with me, though. Let's see where we're at on that general. No, it's none of those guys. So yeah, we're still good. We are still good. I like our chances of finishing 3rd, as long as it comes down to whoever wins the stage. Ultimately, as long as it's not someone new, that 10-second time bonus would push them ahead of me. As long as they're in the main group. So far so good. And I've got total team control, so I'll easily make it to the finish. But getting a top 3 for me is damn near impossible, even with total team control. I'm not that good of a sprinter. I've got a good flat rating. I can get into a good position. I can crack the top 10. Maybe with full team support, I might be able to turn that into a top 5. But turning that into a top 3 is a pretty difficult scenario. Minute and a half on the breakaway. We'll catch up to them pretty quickly, so no problems there. And I should end up with a pretty good, even if I don't finish top 3, I should end up with a pretty good evaluation for this race. So, having ourselves a good little episode here. Too far away, we're not catching those 3. 20k to go. What I need to do is I need to start bringing my team up because things get hairy. Let's pull these guys. Jones is already there shielding me. Get the team in position here. 18k to go.
There's an attack in the leading group. Some riders were not giving it their all and sharing the pace. We've got
14k to go. Come on, guys. Wow, look how many of them.
Little promenade is over. The group has been overhauled. Uh-oh, the pack is quick in the pace.
Okay, that's everybody. That's everybody. They've got to recover a little bit, though, before we take off. So we're going to go a little later than normal. Not much energy. These guys must have been well to the back of the peloton. So even though I tried to set them up early, they are just not prepared. Alright, everybody to a 99. Do I have a sprinter in the bunch? Granigan. Granigan's my guy, really? Holick. Yeah, this is not gonna be good. Jones, at least give me a +1. Jones, you gotta get up here quick. It's already 9K to go. Come on, come on. Alright. Accelerate harder now. Go, go, go. 7K overall. Jones is done. On to Beard. Okay, 5.5. That's my cue. Giovanni. Okay, 5K to go. The guys who really lost energy are already done. About 4.9 for 3 lead out riders. I should be able to at least get a little bit out of them. Granigan's actually recovering slightly. That's good. Okay, we're coming up on 3K where you could actually start the sprint, and it's Holek's turn. Okay, he's going to start the sprint. There's some left-right chicane stuff in here, which saves energy. So Granigan, come on. Granigan, Granigan. Okay, on to me. It's 1.5K. It's early. But with the left-right... Oh, Holek, don't block me! Oh, man. I don't have the type of acceleration to make that happen. Just please be... Of course it's a random guy. Of course it's a random finisher. I get 9th. Typical result anyway. W-Share and McClay are 12th and 13th. So, yeah, that didn't go as planned. That did not go as planned. That's going to drop me to 4th place overall as Road, unless he was down on time in the first 2 stages. Will pick up that 10 seconds and move just ahead of me. 4th overall is good, but not the result I was hoping for. Or will I be ahead of him? As long as he had no time bonuses? As long as he had no time bonuses, the 2 seconds I got at the start! Oh, yeah! Okay, so Leon Road had no bonuses. He was in the peloton, which was 16 seconds back. I had gained 9 on stage 1. Remember the opening sprint point at the start of the stage where there was only 1 rider away and I got a lead out and I went and took 2nd and picked up 2 seconds? That made it 11. So his 10 seconds only moved him into 4th and I hang on to 3rd place. Yeah, we finagled our way into a 3rd overall. That was not my objective until stage 3. Okay. Fine. Through this I get solid credit. 51 points. Get to 102. I suppose, okay, I had talked about this last season. I suppose in PCM20 that this is acceptable. It's acceptable because I wanted adaptive targets, goals. Right, they're not just set, and then one thing happens and boom, your whole race, especially on the Grand Tours, right? I want it to be able to grow and change and alter. So I get a good evaluation because I held on and took a top 3, and I end up getting good points out of it. But the goal going into the race was nothing like this, right? Teams should be relatively pleased, and I suppose they are. I gained 51 points, so okay. You know, that's good. I think we exceeded expectations significantly. But at the same time, I think that's worth 51 points, so I'll take it. I will take it. We are now 1/3 of our way to the next skill point, not our next attribute increase. That is still a ways off. Have I... Change my average? No, it's still a 69. So the developments we made this last time had no impact on our Barrador rating, even though we did pick up 1 flat point. But we do stay at a 69 overall. But you can see, as I know almost all of the team now, majority anyway, I'm a ways ahead. Brendan Rim was the team leader. I'm 2 points average ahead of him. But where my points are, Barrador flat, downhill, not terribly useful, which is exactly why I started with that, right? We want it to be a challenge. It is, and will continue to be a challenge. But that's still a good result. And to be honest, I think I've picked up some points. Roglic leading the World Tour rankings and the Super Prestige. Simon Yates is now second. Geraint Thomas has slipped to third this month. And as we're in the middle of May, I find myself in someplace, somewhere down the order. 79 points in 259th. Dang, that's a ways down. Where I'm finding my success is definitely in the Continental races. I'll take it, whatever I can get. It's not bad, all things considered, considering what type of rider we are. We've got points. But that's going to do it for this episode on Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.